Hello, everyone. It's Masana from Millennial Homesteader. And I know it's been a long time since we actually posted a video here. We've gotten so many warm messages expressing concern about Audrey and I, but I want to assure you guys that we are doing fine. We've just been a bit busy. We kept our head down for the couple of months, so everything's okay. But yeah, the reason why we've been keeping our head down is because we've been noticing a very concerning trend the past few months. And this is what this video is actually about. So on our journey towards self-sufficiency, there have definitely been times where we have questioned whether what we're doing was worth it. There are times where we were not really sure about where we're going to be. But right now, I think there's never been a better time where we are now self-assured that what we are doing now and what we decided to do 2 or 3 years ago was really the best decision. When we're looking at the trends and what's happening around the world, we definitely are so happy that we got this place and we decided to learn about self-sufficiency, about growing our own food, rearing our own, animals, and just learning to be more self-sufficient. And we genuinely think that this is a really good time to consider doing this. If you have been looking and you wanted something to just push you towards that direction, we definitely think you should really get more serious about it. Okay, so the first concerning thing is the geopolitical landscape of the world. The past few months have gotten very aggressive with regards to the leaders. There have been countries bombing each other, conversations about World War III, and more conflict has been spreading around the globe. Certain leaders have now become, alliances with other leaders, and we've seen a lot of divisions. And then now we're also experiencing things called tariffs, so that basically means that for us as normal citizens, things are getting more expensive, right? Our leaders clearly don't really have a lot of care for whatever happens to the normal civilian. So things get a lot more expensive when it comes to fuel. We have to pay a lot more for food, for utilities, and so on. And it just feels like we are very much alone in this situation. All right, so one of the concerning things that's also been at the back of my mind is AI, artificial intelligence. And the reason is because I genuinely think that we're in a lot of trouble, right? I look at it and I think that things are about to get worse. When I look at the experts, the people who actually build the AI, everyone is telling us that it's going to be awesome, it's going to fix things, but everyone is also saying that a lot of people will be jobless. Right. And also it just feels like everyone is saying, look, it's directing us towards this thing, this place, and we don't know where we can't stop. Right. But everyone knows that it's going to result in a lot of job losses. It has become impossible to find work right now. Like, I mean, you put in a bunch of CVs, you will get declined immediately. The AI is actually doing the filtering. It has become impossible to locate another organization. And the other thing as well on top of that is that the organizations are firing left and right. Like, each and every organization is doing layers and layers of layovers. We have more work, but, they just keep laying people over. And the idea at the end of the day is that AI will allow the organization to basically just have fewer people and make more money, right? So at the end of the day, we're just literally just nothing but a number. And the aim is just to automate everyone out of the workplace. And when I looked at this, it just made me very, very much concerned because it feels like there's a lot of disdain and dislike for these workers, right? That's me, right? Like I'm the worker, right? There's not a lot of respect, there's not a lot of love and a lot of trust for the workers currently, and the aim is just to get AI to do all of the work. Okay, so with that being said, with the rise of AI on the side, with the global conflict, someone possibly dropping a bomb somewhere and, destroying the rest of the world. And also with these founders and leaders really showing that they don't really like us, like the world's richest man telling us that we, the working class, are the parasite class, right? Like, what is it that we are planning to do? Because Audrey and I, we have a homestead. Like, we thought that we were well prepared. We got a homestead. We learned how to grow our own food. We learned how to do preservation. We learned how to, make things with our own hands and build things, like we thought that we were well prepared. But even then still, with this being said, we still feel unprepared at the moment. We feel a little bit concerned and a little bit scary. So this question, basically, I want to turn this around to you. right? And it would be really nice to see in the comments, but what are you really doing? Like, what are you doing to prepare for this situation? Because, like, have you considered looking for a place? Are you still fixated on getting that 1 hectare in the really expensive, location? Like, is that really what you're really concerned about? Have you considered, looking elsewhere in a more affordable place? Because a few days ago, Audrey and I, we spoke with someone and they got a plot about a hectare or two, for $5,000. Right, like it was 5,000 rands. So they are considering, growing and learning to be self-sufficient on this plot. And, like, have you considered that? What are you doing to get better prepared, to learn to grow your own food? Because the thing is that the world that we'll be living in 5 years from now is very different to what we're living in today. And I know it sounds alien. It sounds like it's like maybe we're pushing it a bit too much. But the thing is that being in the industry, seeing how things are, it's really showing me that things are not going to get better in 5 years. Things could very much get much, much worse. So where are you going to be when in 5 years' time, your entire life is upended and you have to build from scratch and you have to learn completely new skills? You have to eat. You can't afford something and, the world has completely changed. And that's subsequently what we have been talking about. And we don't want to alarm people because I know it sounds as being alarmist, as being concerning, but these are literally the conversations that Audrey and I are having with our families, our parents and our siblings, because we're actually very concerned about this. So that's it. This video is supposed to be short. It's supposed to be a stern wake-up call because times are changing and we really need to start being more proactive. The leaders that we have are not going to work on our favors, as well as the corporations. They really care a lot more about profit. So this is an extension to our community. Let's really start working together. If you have ideas, you have knowledge, you have skills, please, comment down below what you think would really be helpful for people to become a lot more self-sufficient. And if you also have a homestead or you have a farm or even just have skills per se that you think would be beneficial, let us know. We are very willing to reach out to you, to go to your place, for us to have these dialogues, for us to do a recording so that we can share this with the extended community. Because these skills, as much as it may sound a bit, alarmist, these skills are going to become life or death within the next few years. So that's really it. I know that I still owe you a video and it's supposed to be the finishing of the goat pen. As you can see here, I haven't put in the door. So I promise that within the next few days, I'm going to finish doing that. I'm also committed to doing a lot more videos going forward. And I know I keep promising this, but this time, I swear, I'm going to be very serious about it because it's becoming a lot more important to have these kind of content out there. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And I promise I will see you again next time.